It's all about them Texas-sized fifth wheels, big dog.
They're big, man. And this is a great floor plan. I have loved this floor plan for years. This one, Chris, I actually first saw on a travel trailer. Very similar.
Oh, okay.
And they kind of, Atlas took it and they put their spin on it, made it a little bit longer. But it's good. I'm glad they did it because it is an awesome floor plan. It is a way to just bring everything together, right? It's not overly large, right?
Big, but not too big.
Exactly. They're able to fit a bath and a half in here, which, again, I love. And the kids get their own space. You get the kitchen with a ton of storage in here. I love it.
You nailed it on the head. For me, I harp on it because separation of space is big.
Yeah.
You want to have it. You want to be able to reconnect with the loved ones when you're out, seeing America the safest way possible. But at the same time, you still want to be able to, y'all go be quiet in the corner. We're going to go be quiet up top. And with the 2022 Dutchmen Atlas 3342 BHF, you can do that. 37 feet, 10 inches, 10,400 pounds, roughly dry, but can easily sleep 6 people. A well-appointed, but I consider this an entry-level fifth wheel. Would that be fair to say?
I would put it at mid-tier, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, they do a lot in here that you normally just, that are just really puts it a step above, right? Really elevates it.
Yeah.
Like the cabinetry, right? You have beautiful upgraded cabinetry in here. Crown molding on the cabinetry as well. You can, exactly. You have like the light rail on the bottom, crown molding up top. Yeah, right. Vanna Whiting it. Thank you, sir. Yes, excellent. Perfect. And I like the countertop choice in here as well. They went with like a seamless countertop, and it has like the wood look to it. And I think it was a good offset with the brighter cabinetry, the whiter cabinetry. And the nice thing about a white kitchen is it feels clean.
It does.
And it's timeless, right? I remember growing up, my mom wanted a white kitchen. And and this was 30-ish years ago.
Right.
And it's still in style, and that's exactly what they've done. So that in 10 plus years, this one is still going to look great.
Yeah, Coleman, Dutchmen, they listen extremely well when it comes to what people want. And they want it lighter interiors but darker accents and darker furniture because it shows wear and tear less.
Correct.
So the main spaces where you're going to do the work will show the wear and tear and the stains less. Whereas what you're talking about with that timeless, beautiful look, those are going to be there for a long time. And you got the black accents on them as well. I love the inlay. Flush-mounted microwave, flush-mounted cooktop. You got the 21-inch oven there as well. Pop-up power station. Just very well appointed, great flow.
Yeah.
And when it comes down to reconnecting with those loved ones, enjoying those camp-cooked meals, dude, look at the window sizes that we have here in the slide.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's another thing that a lot of manufacturers have started doing. I'm glad that Atlas did as well, especially above the seating area.
Yes.
Is they took out the storage and put in larger windows. And when you have the kitchen island, you get so much extra storage with that in the kitchen space that you can afford to lose a little and have more light come in. So definitely a stellar choice there.
The way they put the TV too on that little angle over there with the fireplace, which is electric, multi-flame setting, multi-light setting. You already got a nice 15K BTU AC in here, 30,000 BTU furnace.
Yep.
And then you add this, which is what, 5,100?
Right around there. It's right around the 5,000 mark for most fireplaces.
Does a great job of just knocking the chill off the air. So somebody's sleeping here in the booth dinette or knocked out over there watching the bowl game.
Yes.
Bam. Yeah. There you go.
And that's exactly it. I know a lot of people, especially if they're new to the RV world, right, and they see a fireplace, they're always like, oh, man, who needs that? That's overkill.
Oh.
But I'm telling you, right, it's not just about the looks, which they do look sweet. But for me, it's more about the fact that they are functional because, like you said, that is a space heater. And it's right where you want it. You're going to be sitting here hanging out. You turn that on. It's just the perfect amount, right? You get that, maybe a little throw blanket, and oh, my gosh.
Oh, you're out.
It's lights out.
Yeah, it's lights out and adds that ambiance.
Yeah, for sure.
To it.
For sure.
So tons of storage, tons of space. Just all around looks great.
And yes, and like you said, Chris, it's about separation of space, right? Like you have the kitchen, you have kind of the main living area where you get to hang out, but if you need to send the kids to the corner, as my good friend said.
Yes. So look.
There is a space for them as well.
Look, I love my kids. I think we all do, okay? And we love other people's kids. We love our brother's kids, our sister's kids. But there comes a time when sanity must prevail.
Mm-hmm.
And when you've been cooped up or you've been hiking all day and they're complaining about their feet hurting, it's like, you know what, when I was 6 years old, I had to walk 12 miles up a hill both ways to get to school. We walked a quarter of a mile, and y'all little jackwagons over here complain. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I love you.
I love you, but sometimes they do need their own space. But not only that, they will enjoy having their own space. So, for example, on this 3342 BHF, you actually have a separate bonus room, which is a bunk room. And like Ian said, you have an additional half bath in this beauty too, with a porcelain bowl, large, beautiful vanity sink with, once again, those matte black features, large medicine cabinet there with the storage shelf underneath, and then right over here on the off-camp side, in its own slide, a little mini booth dinette, as well as a twin over bunk. So they could sit here, eat the meal if they didn't want to eat with everybody else, or if you just didn't have the space. Maybe they wanted to play the card games, the board games. Great spot to do that here. They have their own entertainment set up on the campsite with the double over bunk entertainment system that we have here, as well as the hideaway ladder, plenty of storage, and once again, that solid wood construction that's going to be all the way around. And Big Dog, I know you're in there. How about, I might catch a little snooze right here, but I'll meet you outside. Why don't you take the master in the bathroom?
Yeah, absolutely, buddy. Yeah, thanks. I mean, again, that bunk room is phenomenal. I really love the half bath. But as we come upstairs, you know, it's not like the features stop back there by any stretch. One of the things you'll notice right away is you have your convenience center, very easy to access. Your water heater does run off both gas and electric. You can turn both of those on at the same time. Of course, all your slide controls are there, as is your max air fan that's in the kitchen. That one does have a rain sensor on it too, so that way, you know, if it starts raining, you don't have to forget about it and have a bunch of water coming in the RV. It just closes right for you. And then as we make our way up here, I'll open this guy up. We come into the bathroom. This will, of course, be the master bath. And it's well set up. You know, they have everything you need in a fifth wheel master bath. So you have your porcelain bowl, nice and easy to clean, just like we had in the half bath. Plenty of space, linen closet here, which I think is almost a necessity these days in a master bath, and the large shower. I mean, I can take a step in. You know, I'm again about 6 foot, about 210 pounds. I can turn sideways. I have an actual door, not a curtain that can close. I can still stand sideways in here, which is great. Larger hand wand here too. So, you know, again, you get some of these upgrades in here that you normally don't see, which is Chris why I mentioned again. I think this one is kind of stepping up into that mid-tier more so than entry level. They just really put a lot of things in this fifth wheel. Then we come up into the bedroom. Of course, you have all the storage going across the top. You see the slide-out wardrobe right here. You have your queen bed in the center that is flanked on both sides by some nightstands. And I also want to point out that, again, at 6 foot tall, you know, I can come and stand all the way up to the cabinetry and my head is barely brushing the ceiling. In a mid-profile like this, that's pretty impressive. A lot of times that's not the case. Whoop, got caught. Sorry, I do have a big butt. You saw that there. But what you'll also notice is there isn't a step, right? From this space all the way into the side of the bed, you don't have that step up like oftentimes you get in the mid-pro. It is flush, which is why I'm able to stand all the way up in the front, which I absolutely love. And last thing before we join Chris outside, I just want to hit on is the fact this one is prepped for a second AC. So if you want it in here to stay nice and cool, that can definitely happen. Chris, my man, why don't you take it away outside?
Hey, thanks, Big Dog. Yes, let me tell you, the outside is just as nice as the inside. And I do love how you had all that headroom, because a lot of times with fifth wheels, you kind of lose some of that in there, and especially with one that's going to be less than 40 feet. I mean, this one being 37 feet, 10 inches, roughly 10,400 pounds. Having that additional headroom up there was kind of nice to see. But man,
absolutely.
On the outside, sorry, I was kind of lounging because we got
hey, I don't
campsite set up.
That is a comfy chair.
Those are extremely comfy chairs.
Yes.
Those and those zero gravities.
Yes.
And then the padded club chairs. Dude, the padded club chairs.
The padded club, they're definitely one of my top three. Sam and I were actually talking about this earlier.
Yeah. That, and then I tell you, man, when you come to Camper Row and you pick up your camper, get the padded club chair.
Yeah.
Sam, and the Rio rocker. That rocker's, yes, you got the thumbs up from the man on that one. So, finished off pass-through storage in here with the GFCI outlet, as well as LED light. And on the other side, you got that little Rotaflex box down there as well, which is nice to have.
Yeah. And the solar too, right? That's one thing I always like to add. So not only do you get the solar prep here, but you also have the prep inside, right, for the actual controller. So if you want roof mount solar, this one is all prepped for it and ready to go.
That's one I think no matter what RV you get, you should get anyway. You should get the panels, but I'm also a big fan of, if you do have the panels, get the little briefcase too, because that little 10 amp quick connect can really help keep those batteries going.
Well, absolutely, and that's part of it, right? It all depends on how much solar you want and what your game plan is. You know, if it's just a matter of, you know, keeping everything topped off, the briefcase is perfect. It's easy to store. You plug it in when you need it, and you're good to go. Nice thing about the rooftop, though, right, is it'll give you a little bit more power. And, you know, again, just depends on what you're looking for. And more manufacturers are starting to, you know, realize the value of solar, and I think it's great.
Yeah, it's a great two-piece combo, kind of like what we have for lunch. So, I mean, it's a beautiful thing. And with the briefcase, you can angle it. But we're talking about, as far as construction on this one, you got the foam core in here, vacuum bonded walls and floor, which to me is awesome how they do that whole entire process. But everything that Dutchmen sends out is rain bay tested, 253-point inspection on everything. You got the heated and enclosed underbelly, double awnings on this one with the marine grade speakers. Beautiful double axles. Plus you got that molded end cap over here on the front with the additional insulation barrier. Just all around, whenever you get a fifth wheel, you're gonna get more appointments, more space, more style, and to me, more camping season.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's part of the fifth wheel kind of lifestyle, right? I mean, a lot of people, like I said, you can get this almost identical floor plan, very similar, right? You may lose a bath, gain some storage, might shrink up a little bit, right? But you can get a very, very similar floor plan in a travel trailer. So, you know, if you're looking for something a little more budget friendly, that may be the option. But if you're looking for something that's going to have great towability, you know, be a little bit bigger, have the extra space, something like this is perfect. And the great thing about it, Chris, and as you obviously know, is we have both available.
Yeah, we got everything available. We got everything for your lifestyle and budget, over 185 locations, over 37,000 RVs in stock, ready to go right now. But the 2022 Dutchmen Atlas 3342 BHF, 37 feet 10 inches, 10,400 pounds, can easily sleep 6. If you want it, come get it.